Hello, welcome to the second game of HiGPS between... I actually got to know their name now and what league this was because I kind of jumped in way early in the other game. Whoa, this thing is bright. Alright, so we have We Want Fun, which is the red team versus Haylander, the blue team. So we're going to have burgers, probably going to go for a similar build this time around as well. Building a sentry gun there, and then he's going to plonk down the teleporter back here. There he goes up. He's going to hit it a couple of times, and he's going to run back up, grab some more ammo, and start working on his sentry gun, and he's going to move it a bit to get the perfect spot. He's going to have the pyro. It's Fex to back him up. Here comes the suiciding players, back in action, giving him tons of metal. So we're just going to go and reload the HUD so we can see all the nice information. There we go. And we're going to pay attention to the blue sniper, wherever he is. There he is. Hasn't got a pick yet, and there he goes. Goes down to Maniac, the red sniper, and holy shit, this thing's bright. That's fine. We love brightness. Takes down the engineer. Nice headshot there. And nothing's too much is going on over there right now. And whoa, what the hell is this? Alright, there we go. Nice. Cool, so whoever's popping on the blue team, they're going to go up and see if they can do anything about the sentry, but it's kind of too far away. Demo Man can't really do anything, so they're forced to fall back. And Red Demo Man is just going crazy on the offense here. It takes out the heavy, well, before falling back. And now they have 4 people in the cart. Really, they just want engineer and scout, but if the engineer's in the front building sentries and stuff, what are you going to do? So they roll around, fix that out. We have the blue Demo Man going on the side, or all by himself. The engineer goes down to Maniac once again by another snipe, so we have the scout respawning, and we have them here. They really need to get up on the cliff and get to the high ground and start flanking and stuff. So you have the Razorback using sniper on the cart here, and they're all being very, very bright because it's a sunny day outside, and for some reason Team 2 sent it. But here comes the spy, Fair Boy. Has he been spotted? Yes, the medic spots him and stabs him in the face. Stabs him again, but he gets taken out, feeding the medic the much-needed Uber. So now they're at 80-90% here. About ready to push. Cart's going, keep going forward. Sentry is down. They're just going to keep moving forward. Pyro goes and takes down the sniper, but falls immediately to a backstab by the spy. And now they just need the engineer and the scout in the cart here, which the engineer is going to do eventually. And they're going to run up top here and see the Maniac all by himself being on fire and dying. Because that's what happens when you run off alone in Team Fortress 2. We have the Dome Man here with the medic. They have full Uber. The red team does not, so they just should go in and just wipe them. Here we go. Here comes a pop on a Demo Man. The Pyro falls in. Nice compression blast by the red Pyro there. Not able to do much, but the blue Pyro just denies that dispenser and any kind of sentry build to go up from Burgers, the We Want Fun, which is on the red team. And the Maniac dies to Mini Sentry, and the Mini Sentry's in good position. The blue team is just using their momentum they gained early on to just push through. It's not a lot the red team can do here. Atomicus is falling, fleeing back with his medic. Uber is popped though, but it's not a good pop because Neji was just about to die, so let's see what they're going to do with this. Getting compression blast by the Pyro around a corner. It's nothing you can do out of heavy like that. As a heavy, it's really hard to do. We see the cart here moving along, and blue team, the red team, We Want Fun, really struggling because they were really dominating in the first round, but not so much this round. So he has a couple of pills going on the cart. Doesn't damage, doesn't get any kills though. Maniac on the sniper being at the back here. Sniper still on the cart though, but the cart's being spammed. The scout comes in to help deal the damage of the cart, but can't really do much. And as the sniper goes down to the other sniper, we have the medics and heavy just standing at the back here, and here we have the blue heavy. Keep in mind, heavy is kind of like the team captain, the damage dealer, and the guy that kills everybody for your team. You kind of want to have him in the front at all times. And they just really need to push the cart now and get it up that hill. That would be really great because there's not really a lot like stopping them from doing that. There's like one demo up top. There's a big firefight going on here. Heavy's just shooting at each other. Medic healing. Engineers at the back here being all bright and colorful and sunny. The cart goes down, couldn't really push it up there while being denied. And right now, the red team has really established their defense pretty good. And they're just forced to fall back. And oh no! Ruzen gets a stab on Neji, making her drop the Uber. Not very good right there. So we have Burgers trying his sneaky sentry replacement at the spawn, but doesn't really work that well. Oh, we have the blue heavy. He's about to die here, and it's calling for his medic and barely saves him in time. He's got the soldier here showing off his rocket launcher. We got Fearboy trying to get a stab, but can't really do it. Uses the dead ringer though. We have the soldier jumping up on the high ground. Soldier on soldier action. Who will come out on top? Nobody, because nobody died. So here we go. Looking quite grim here. Blue Uber is popped. Flashes the heavy. And they're just pushing the carts. Scout's still on them from behind though, but they got the cart off the hard part. Now they just need to push it all the way up. However, they have a red sniper in the back. Need to be careful of that. Will he get any picks? No, he gets denied by soldier, but he's out again. He's fully scoped. He can do some damage and kill his heavy. Will he get the heavy? No, he doesn't. He hasn't gotten any kills yet. He hasn't managed to hit anything yet. And now the pressure's on that sniper, and like the entire blue team is just here doing a ton of damage. And here comes the red demoman. Pops out some pipes there just to try and deny, but nobody's going there anyway, so those aren't too effective. Points get capped at 5 minutes. It's a pretty good time. And now the red team just needs to get their stuff together. That's a teleporter I mentioned, where they can teleport somewhere. I have no idea where it is. So let's see here. Scout and a sniper on the cart. Not that much defense here. Not sure what the red Angie's up to. And Neji and Atomica still being on top here like they've been in the previous games. Spy comes in, can't really get the stab on him. Specs goes around, checks for spies even though he's dead. Let's see, where is Burgers? He's running all over the place as an engineer. Not sure what he's doing. Probably has a plan that we haven't heard of. And this is going to be really hard to stop for the red team as Uber is popped, but they have a pirate that's pushing him around. He's behind a cart, goes down anyway. However, they managed to pull a nice defense through that one. I have to say, that was pretty good. Scout on top. He's going to push the cart. I would really love to see the scout just suicide push the cart as much as possible, because you want the cart to be as close as possible at all times. So now the blue team is doing what they did the second half of the round, is that they're giving the red team the time they need to put up a defense, which is what they absolutely under no circumstances should do ever. So now while we look at some crates and some nice rails, the sniper's going to go in, and there's just a sentry level 2 here, and they could have taken this out before he got the chance to be level 2 if they just pushed a little harder, but I guess they're afraid of stuff, I don't know. Oh, he moved the sentry gun, this could be very critical. Demo Man shoots a bunch of stickies, that's not on the sentry, that's not going to help at all. They had a golden opportunity to take down the sentry gun before it was even built, but they blew it, or the Demo Man blew it. So that wasn't too good for them. And we see the heavy and the medic combo just being on top here. Well, both combos are heading up for the roof here of the second floor. Demo Man goes up. Uber is popped. Counter Uber is also popped. Uber on Uber in the stairs. Tons of damage being dealt. Nobody dies yet, but however, Atomica's Uber fades last, and he gets the no, he doesn't. He only gets the heavy. And now they just need to take out that sentry gun and push the cart to victory, and nobody's shooting at the sentry. Fun fact, if you shoot at a sentry gun, eventually it will die. That's a fun fact, and not a lot of people know. So yeah, the red team here establishing their fence. Like, blue team, they've showed some really promising tactics here, but they lack like the proper execution at the right finesse. Like the Demo Man not being able to hit those stickies properly really hurt, really delay their push by a lot. They could have taken out the sentry gun and pushed this thing to victory by now. Demo Man, pushes down one sticky and one sticky alone. Dead ringer spy jumps around. That's some action. They're probably going to go from the low ground, but that's never a good idea. You should get your opponent from above, not below. So here comes Atomicos. They're going to try and dominate this area again, but the Demoman's there denying him. Falling back, wise position right there. Just kind of the battle of this area. If you control this area, you do very well. And they're still just holding the top here. It's not a lot the blue team can do about it right now. So, and even if they go through the low ground, they'll still have to worry about that overhealed heavy being on the high ground. Whoops, that's the team score. You don't want to look at that. Oh, the Demo Man finally gets the sentry gun. Nice there. Now they just need to get their asses on the cart, but nobody's on the cart because, I don't know, they're afraid of something. But here comes the Pyro and here comes the Sky. Yes, that's the ×4 on the cart. They really just need ×3. But Atomicus drops down, and that's why being on the roof is so good. I'm going to call that roof, even though it's the second floor. But he goes down to Sniper, so they can still push this. Mini Sentry goes up in front of the cart, but that's a bad position. Just to push the cart, NG. Just Oh, you just need to push the cart. Yeah, there you go. And there the sentry goes down to the cart. And they pretty much got this in the bag. Most of the red team is dead. There's nothing they can do about it. Unless the soldier pulls a miracle, which he didn't, and goes down. And the first round goes to 9 minutes and 5 seconds. Goes to Haylander. So now the team has switched. As you can see, my HUD's all messed up, and now we switched. Now it's Haylander on the red team, and We Want Fun on the blue team. And if We Want Fun, which is now the blue team, manages to push and win before 9 minutes is up, they will win the game, because they're already up 1-0. And it's a best of 3, so if they win this one, this is it. So let's look at the red engineer. That's an interesting part about this. So he's gonna jump, and then he's gonna build a sentry at 30 seconds, and nobody's suicided in metal or anything, and he doesn't have any metal to build a dispenser, and this doesn't look good at all. So let's take a look at the blue sniper, because that's pretty much the tiebreaker of anything on offense on upward. You can either snipe through the middle or snipe through the right side. And the most secure part is on the right side, and here we have a sniper. He saw the other sniper, so he's gonna probably not engage. Maybe he's a little bit afraid, so let's see what he does. He's gonna jump over and snipe from the other end. Very good there. And he sees the sniper and he gets him. Alright, the thing about sniper versus sniper in Highlander is that this gives Maniac just so much free space he can do. He can stay scoped in, and he doesn't have to worry about any kind of counter quick scope, and he can really just take his sweet time to do all this stuff. So here, let's look at the push. Alright, here comes the blue team pushing up, the heavy on heavy action shooting. The red team pops first, but oh no, Niji a bit too slow on the pop there. Loses their heavy, and that's going to be huge, because heavies are just so good against everything. When the other heavy is dead. So you have a mini sentry here that's going to go down to the red heavy, which is, I don't know, kick click, killing everything. Pyro comes and just compression blasts him away. Didn't really do anything. However, they're still pushing the cart though. As long as the cart's moving forward, that's good. And let's look at the engineer. He hasn't managed to get a level 3 sentry up, and a level 1 sentry gun and a teleporter. And dispenser just finishing up, so it's just in a nick of time he's able to do that. And whoop, what was that? Fairboy takes down the engineer, and the sentry gun falls just momentarily after. Nice choice by Winesy to go with the direct hit to try and get that down. Neji goes on to his headshot from the red sniper. Happened off camera, but the sniper's in the back here, and his Maniac is still alive, so he should be able to put on some pressure to this sniper right here. He's just running around with the Razorback, thinking he's cool and stuff. Don't ever use the Razorback, kids. Pyro comes, takes on this dispenser and teleporter. He hears it, and the Pyro comes down and takes out the sniper, no problem. There's a Pyro on Pyro action here, and this Pyro's gonna die, and so he did. So here we have the red soldier kind of overextending a bit, being in the spawn, being annoying. And now they almost got the first point here, and Dome is legging out. So quite a bit of a carpet bomb in here with stickies, and Atomika's gonna clean that up right nice and easy. A couple of bombs. They kept the first point. Engineer goes down immediately. Kind of a bit of a suicide there. And they're trying to hold this the best they can. Scout comes up here, though, see if he can get a pick on the Demo Man, which he doesn't. The Demo Man blows him to bits. That's what happened. So right now, red team has about 20% Uber, and blue team has about 65, so that's a significant lead for the blue team, which can only serve them to do really well, or horribly if she pops it too late again. Blue medic, that is. So now we're moving on to the second point here, and Atomicus goes down to a Sting Pyro. If you're wondering what a Sting Pyro is that's what I call a Pyro that uses the degreaser and the extinguisher, and he just stings you really hard, and then you die. So you have some nice 180 ducks here, which is pretty good for a medic. Full Uber, but she's going to wait for Atomicus for the big push here as the red team just occupies the upper area here. It's going to pose a bit of a threat for the blue team as the Demo goes in. And he goes for the medic, and he can't finish up because the Pyro just burns him into a crisp. So they're probably, they're going to decide to go from the low part here, the low ground, up with their heavy, and they're going to relocate and go up to the left here. Wouldn't be surprised to see them jump up on the top right here, or go inside the window and get a drop on that sentry gun. The sentry gun's only level 2 though, and the cart's moving forward, having a nice scout and engineer combo. Push that, and the heavy and Pyro goes up to the roof here. Oh, the soldier just jumps really far away and falls. He survives, kind of, and then he died from afterburn. Uber was popped though. Sentry goes down, and Atomicos is in their spawn. And this NG is probably going to wait for... No, he's going to build his sentry gun and... Okay. He's going to be stuck here and not be able to build anything, and yeah, bad choice. One thing I wonder is that what happens if you stay in the spawn and they get the spawn? So he's just going to switch loadouts, kind of, and, you know, do the auto respawn thing. It's going to be good. So now, WW1 Fun is still pushing over, having Atomica's in the front here. Gets to pick on a Demo Man. Killing him nice and easy. Got to watch out for that sniper in the back, though. Demo soldier bombs in, and the spy comes, tries to get the medic. Can't really do it, though. Because Neji is just too aware of everything. Pyro comes in, tries to get the heavy, but just compression blast him around the corner. And now they're going to fall back. They're still pushing the cart, though, and the thing for defensive red team is right here. This one guy. This one lone sniper with the Razorback. Not a lot he can do. The cart's just pushing forward, and they really need to capitalize on this momentum they have. An interesting choice by Maniac and the soldier being here on the high ground, just harassing them, preventing any kind of sentry gun from going up. And I really like this, but the soldier goes down. Keep in mind, Demo Men are really good at shooting up. But they've denied the engineer for quite some time there. That's going to be really tough for the red team to muster a defense now. Zuber has popped on Atomicas, and he's going to fall into the pit here. No, he barely survived. Nice surfing right there, but will it matter? Yes, it will, because the Demo Man can't really finish him off. Nice air pipe there, but Atomica solo survives, but the spy comes and face stabs him twice, and that's all you need when the heavy's almost dead. So we have the red heavy gets taken on. The red spawn is just swarmed with blue guys. So they're just going to push this into victory. There's nothing they can do. They have a Demo Man and all soldier up top and everything. Unless they decide to choose their position poorly like they do here and balls it all up. So they're going to try and push the card, and they actually have a level 1 sentry gun in their spawn here, and the engineer's just on the card, being a hero engineer, and they're going to push. No, they just barely held on. Whoa, with 3 minutes left on the clock, that's not a lot of time. As we have their soldier up here, which is Waynesay, doing some bombing on the spot. Oh, looks like a fair boy. He's hiding here, he's decloaking, but that's so loud, I bet everybody knows he's here. No, they're actually paying attention to others. He goes and snaps the sentry gun. Pyro catches him right immediately after he's done that. And the engineer saves his sentry gun barely. Being on the low ground, though, that's not a good idea. You really should be in the standard spot, which is up here, which is the best spot, right? So, red team actually holding on against all odds. I'm rather impressed. Yeah, it's Wednesday. Something. I have a sniper in the back here. This is not a good spot to be in as a heavy. You just need to fall back and stay out of the sniper range, dude. Because that would kill you. See, I told you. Maniac takes on the heavy because heavies are fat and slow and has huge heads. Easy to hit. But Revengelitis takes down Maniac, so no more sniper for the blue team, and that's going to give him plenty of leisure to just stay here. And because he uses the Razorback, he will never check his back ever for spies, and thinks he's safe. And Maniac is back. Doesn't really matter. And as you can see, the blue team has already captured this top area right here. I mean, when you saw the previous team, WW1 Fun, when they were defending, they were holding this upper part here like a boss, not giving it up whatsoever. And the red team here, the Haylanders, kind of giving it up for free, just giving free reign to the blue team. And you never want to give your enemies anything unless you want to give them like a headache. And they pop Uber for some reason to get this sentry gun rig, and that's not a good idea. But anyway, they take it down. I guess, good job. Spencer still stands. Maniac trying to do some snipes here. Can't really do it. Let's see, goes up here, and will he get the soldier? The soldier shoots 1 rocket, 2 rocket, 3 rocket. And Maniac goes down to the shotgun, but the soldier dies to the scattergun of the scout, and the scout's on the medic. Will he get him? Her, I mean, yes, barely gets her because that guy wasn't paying attention. And the sniper goes down to the scout. This scout's just on a roll here. Glorious Rabbit dealing a ton of pain to the enemy team here. And there's no sentry, and they capitalize on that and just start pushing the cart immediately. And this is going to be it for the red team unless they can pull a miracle. Scouts on the cart, though. Oh, they pushed him off. Right, miracle completed, challenge accepted, and they defended even further. And blue team has a really hard time. They only got 50 seconds to do this, so this is going to be tough for them. Burgers has an interesting center there, and they have about 40 seconds to do this. I wonder if Nage is able to build Uber fast enough to do this. However, they have a slight Uber advantage, but what does it matter? They just need to get in this, kill everything, and push. That's all they need to do. And our red team doesn't have a level 3 sentry gun as far as I know. Yes, they do. They have a level 2 up here. And they have about 25 seconds to do this. They really gotta do it. The red team's really gotta hold it up. They're really doing their best. And the red heavy survived barely, and the scout's on the cart pushing, but gets taken out. They got 10 seconds to do this. You just need to rush the point and push that thing, regardless of what happens. But it doesn't look like they will do this, and it looks like the red team, an Uber is popped, and they really need to get on the cart and push it, but it won't be enough. And Haylander takes the game up to 1-1. So that was really close, and we're probably going to be seeing the next map coming up pretty shortly. Pretty shortly is a good way to say pretty soon.